Hey guys, welcome back to the show. So today I'm going to talk about three types of people who come into your life. And today I'm trying this podcast thing. So I don't know. Let's see how it goes. So I wrote these three types of people down so people can know like the three types of people who come into your life. So there's the passerby. Let's see. There are three types of people who are in your life: the tormentor, the passerby, and the test. So the tormentor is sent by the devil. Like, so I believe in God. I'm a Christian, and everybody has his faith out there. For me, I'm a Christian, so I believe the tormentor is sent by the devil to torment you in your life. You know, there are those people who just pop up in your life. Well, let me use proper English. There are those people who just come into your life, like, well, there's this guy, like, there's a time, so I had a, like, okay, I don't know if he was a tormentor, but I had this high school teacher who I really didn't like. So this guy was the mathematics teacher. I really hated that guy. And I don't know if he was a tormentor or he was sent. So every time this guy used to come into class, this guy just used to torment everyone. And not just particularly me, but everyone. Like, he will stay like 30 minutes after his lesson ended, which, it's like, and funny enough, his lessons were, um, his lessons were usually like the last lessons to break, like for your break. So this guy used to like take 30 minutes for our break. So, 30 minutes, and the break was like an hour. So this guy used to like take every single time, he used to take like 30 minutes from our break. So when we go for break, we go like 30 minutes and then that's it. So, during break, when you're in high school, there's you have energy and all that. You have to burn your energy and all that. If there are guys who play sports, there are guys who write stories, do whatever, dance, play content, some catch up on their, well, I don't know, their stuff, projects. So this guy used to like do that every time, and he also used to like pick on guys like individually. Like, you could see this guy wasn't like professional. So for me, I really didn't like this guy, and he used to like give, so like the guy is, so let's say he used to have his favorites. So if you're not his favorite, he will give you like, even if you did well in your tests, the guy will purposely fail you. So like if you fail a test, then you have to retake it. So the guy used to purposely fail you so that maybe, I don't know, for his own egos, for the guys he didn't really get along with, and I really didn't get along with this guy. Then there's a time that I almost, which is not good. We had an issue with him. So yeah, we had like, it got so bad that we almost, like got into, maybe let's say we had an issue with them. So I had an issue with them, so I almost got into a fight. But at the end of the day, you know, I've never advocated for violence. So for me, I've never advocated for violence. So there's a time that we almost had an issue with him. I took the matter to the head principal and talked to him about it. Told him that I can no longer tolerate this teacher. He's a problem. We don't get along. So yeah, he got suspended. I also got suspended, but we at least I got him off my back, because I was almost done with high school, and this guy, for my feeling, I think if he wanted me to like fail, so he used to give me like, because I actually had another teacher who I used to. Sorry, I hope the sound is okay. So we used to do like practices, like well, let's say other like tests. So I didn't really depend on this teacher for those tests. When he used to give me a fail, I used to go to another teacher and actually redo those tests. And the funny thing is that I used to get better marks with this other teacher. So that's why I decided to take that matter to a higher authority to get this teacher fired. But I actually didn't get him fired. I got him suspended, but at least he knew that I meant business. And then, so there are guys like that, but there are also guys who come into your life and torment you. Like, you have those bad people who just bring bad energy into your life. Like, for me, I got like, okay, that was one example, but I can say I used to have this, I saw this guy. He was talking about how he's, so he was talking about how he had a bad relative who used to like torment him. So like came into his life just because, he was like, well, let's just say, okay, let's just leave that one alone. If I can give you a more wider range of an example, like if you have a bad colleague, that's a tormentor. Like a bad colleague who you just can't get along with. They want to, they have their own issues, so they bring it onto you. Or you have a bad neighbor who keeps he knows you have a kid, and then he just puts up the volume every single time. And that's the time when your kid is sleeping. So the guys like that who come into your life to torment you. So, like, this neighbor just moves in, and then, like, I had a really bad neighbor at some point. So you have this neighbor who just moves in. Always the music is always up, even in the night. The music is always up. You go and complain to the guy, I have a kid, the kid is sleeping, you'll wake the kid up. The guy just says, okay, and then you go and then he pumps up the volume again, which, those are guys who come into life to torment you. Or you find that friend in quotes, who says she's a friend, he's a friend, but when you just walk out, she starts speaking behind your back, starts making false accusations about you. That's a tormentor. So that those people like those, you're supposed to watch out for. Those are tormentors. Those are not friends. Those are not people you want to help, or just normal people. Those are tormentors. People who keep constantly poking you and making life hard for you. If guys make life hard for you, those are the tormentors. No, those ones are the tormentors. Whether it's a family member, whether it's a neighbor, it's a friend, it's just someone randomly who is in your life, is maybe random, maybe a shopkeeper who keeps tormenting you. If you go, he keeps putting the prices up. He steals from the community. He gives, like, he sells bad products that maybe they've expired. He won't tell you. Anyone who makes your life harder, that's a tormentor. And so that's the tormentor. So you always have to watch out and know that anyone who makes your life harder, that's the tormentor. And then there's the test. So the tests, the test is someone who comes into your life, and it's also sent by God, who comes into your life. Actually, all these three people are sent by God. The test is someone who comes into your life because he wants to. It's a test, like a bad boss, like, not a bad boss, but he's more of like, he's always on your like, he never listens to you when you work hard. He never sees you, all that. That's more of a test, because at the end of the day, if you keep working hard, even if he's not seeing you, or he's not giving you not increasing your salary, or is not, you he just doesn't, you are a ghost to him or her. Eventually, if you pass the test, if you don't get well, you can get discouraged, but you still keep moving on. Eventually, if you keep just doing your work, maybe, not maybe, if you pass the test, God will give you the what is this? God will give you the final results. If you pass the tests, you get your certificate, you get your whatever, which reward you'll maybe increase your salary, you'll change the boss's attitude against you, and then the boss will change, and maybe you'll just out of the blue you'll hear him calling you or her calling you in his office and giving you a raise, or give you a better promotion, or even you can get a better job from just passing that test. Like so that's an example of like a bad boss. Also, there's family members who some people who don't get along with family members. The guys, the siblings who just come into your life. They're in your life, but they're in your life, but they come into your life and start just becoming a test. Like you don't get along with them, and it's not easy. It's not easy. So they're always just making your life miserable. These guys, they never appreciate anything you do for them. These guys are always testing you all the time. You don't get along with them, whether it's your siblings, it's your parents. It doesn't have to be siblings. Also, some parents who've never been in your life, who maybe also come into your life now. Maybe you're grown up now, you have your own family, and your father comes along, or your mom. So it's a test. If you It doesn't matter. If you pass, you have to pass the test for God to reward you. Because I believe that, like there's a famous musician, like called Diamond, in Africa. So he's really rich right now. He's really rich. He's at like he's what, like 100, no, it's like, I think, between $30 million. So his father abandoned him when he was young. His father abandoned him when he was young with his mom. So he started finding for himself. He really struggled. The guy came actually from nothing, from actually rags to riches. He used to, like, actually there's a time, actually, he was in the studio, and I was actually in the same area. So I've seen him struggle. I've seen him struggle. He's from Tanzania and I'm from Kenya. I've seen him. I've seen him struggle. So this guy used to go to the studio like he's super broke, everything. He actually, there's a time when he started singing, he asked for money. No, he asked for, like, he couldn't afford fare going to the studio every day. So he told the producer that, if you can let me sleep at the studio, sorry guys, I hope the sound is good. If you can help me sleep in the studio, so that I can actually save on my fare, so I can record like this song instead of, like, coming back and forth. I don't have the money. So those are the times he used to struggle. Right now he's really rich, really, really rich. So his songs became so popular and he became a hit. So recently, his father, like 2 years ago, his father came back to his life after finding out he's okay. I don't know if it's after finding out, but he's everybody will find that suspicious. You come back after the son is now a millionaire, a billionaire, where he comes from. So yeah, that's suspicious. But so the guy came into his life. Now he wants to stay. He's talking about how he misses his son and his wife. So Diamond, the guy, has been avoiding the guy for. He didn't actually tell him to leave or whatever. He just told him that he's a grown man. He's fought for his mom. He's fought for his life, and he let's say he just told him that, but he actually, I think he gave him some money for maintenance. So I don't know how that story ended, but he tries. Let's just say he tries. So I don't know if I think God also tests you. Don't think that sorry. Don't think that that's like I'm saying that's a test. So if at the moment I think he's still in his life. They communicate all that, but well, he's trying as much as he can to avoid the guy. Like, yeah, you can come by and visit all that, but don't think everything has changed because I'm rich now. It's when you're back, but like he humbled himself and told him it's fine. You can visit all that, see your grandchildren, all that. But I'll have a friendly, normal relationship with you, but that's it. That's also passing the test because you don't have to be angry at them or whatever. Just come into my life because I'm successful. I don't care if you use me or don't use me, but I won't be like you. So I'll just take it as it is and move on with my life, with my children and all that. Now Diamond is becoming even more and more richer, and he's actually having kids of his own. Sorry, he's having kids of his own, and his growth, it's becoming more and more. So I think he also passed the test on that one. That's why I'm seeing him is becoming even more and more successful as a musician and as a father. He has his children, his wife. He's always posting them on social media, all that. So that's the test. Anyone who comes into your life, you see them as a test, and yeah, like those ones you see, you have to pass the test to be rewarded. So that's a test. Anyone who comes and you like that one, you feel like he's not tormenting you, but he's testing you, like he's testing your faith. That's a test. That's someone who came into your life to test you. A boss who doesn't recognize you, a friend who keeps gossiping about you. No, a friend who you're there for him or her, but she's never there for you. But he or she is not bad towards you. That's a test. You just keep being him or her friend until you get rewarded. So those are the type of people I call tests. And then there's a passerby. And when you pass the test, the people who come into your life as a test, then you'll get rewarded also. You'll get rewarded for the tests. For the tormentors, those are just people who come into your life to torment you and leave. And also you also be rewarded for the tormentors. And then there's the passerbys. These are the people who come into your life when your life is hard. Like when you're going through a lot, sicknesses, like you've lost your job, you've lost your family member, you've lost a friend. They come into your life, they make your life comfortable, like for you to pass that season. These are the people who you think you'll never let them go, but eventually God lets them go. It's God, it's not you. Like in my life, I had a friend who I was like, she came into my life for some time. She was one of my best friends, and it was a very, very hard time for me at that time. So she stayed in my life for a long time, like 6 years, and then she just went. And it was not like we had a fight, no anything. No, she migrated. She got she got a job in another country, got married. So you see, she got just she went. So she lives like abroad. So that those people who come into your life when you're really messed up, your life is miserable, you find it hard. So those are the type of people you think you'll never let go. Then God just lets them go. Anyone who comes into your life when it's hard, you notice that they just come in and then they help you with that process. Those are the people who I call passerbys. So those are the people who will always help you. So those are the people who will always help you. Sorry guys, I'm having a bit of a flu. So yeah, so those are the people who will always help you. Man, it's flu season in where I come from. So sorry about that. So the people who come into your life, so these are the guys who come into your life and they eventually end up helping you. So those are the guys who I call passerbys. Whether you had a death in maybe in your family or that they came, they comforted you. These are the comforters. You think that maybe it's a boyfriend or a girlfriend who comes into your life, helps you deal with something, and then eventually she things don't work out, they leave. Don't blame them. So like I saw, I don't wanna. Okay, this social media um, issue, but anyway. So this girl came and they are friends. I think they're in a relationship. So they put this successful YouTube channel, and then this girl was the presenter, and the guy was the producer. They did it. It became so successful. They were earning a lot of money. They've been together for like a while now. I think 4, 5, 6 years. Then eventually, I saw on the tabloids they broke up. So that's not some like the guy, the producer is talking about. I fired her. I don't need her. I think he's got it wrong. If it didn't work out, then she was a passerby. She came into his life when he was broke. They made a successful YouTube channel. They became friends. They became partners, and then eventually they broke up. Then that's a passerby. She did nothing wrong. If she did that, if she helps you go through all these hardships, or he helps you, that's a passerby. That's someone who you need to respect them. If they were meant to be in your life forever, they will be in your life forever. You'll see. You'll end up marrying them, and you guys have children and live together. That's it. But if they leave, then means that God has something. They were passerbys. Your permanent solution is coming. So guys, that was the short video. I hope so. So those are the 3 types of people who come into your life. I hope you recognize them in your day-to-day lives. If this video helps, try and recognize who is in your life: the passerby, the test, and the tormentor. So if you liked the video, subscribe, and see you on the next channel. Thank you guys.